Sean, a really tough night, and I appreciate we're speaking to you like literally minutes after the final hooter. So how are you feeling, first of
all? Mixed emotions, to be honest. Obviously disappointed with the loss, but really proud of the lads, how they went about the business, especially in that second half. We're 26 points to 6 down. It could have been different. A couple of referee decisions I felt like didn't go our way, and then we kind of compounded that with a bit of poor discipline, a couple of errors, and yeah, they got off to. There was a 10-minute block in that first half where they kind of went bang, bang, bang to 3 tries on spin. And we probably didn't handle that period better. And if we do, I think we're in the fight then. We're in the fight for the second half.
I know you're not a guy who likes to make excuses. You didn't want to talk about the injuries before the game, but they clearly played a big part in this, because that 17 in those positions is not what you would want your team to look like.
No, it's definitely not, but you are missing your quality out there, as in your leadership. The leaders wasn't out there, not many of them anyway, with Wildy and Thornley and Adzi and Matthias. Yeah, we missed the leaders today a little bit when we went under the pump, but I can't fault the lads. Played in that positions, different positions. I thought Lewis Baxter played at 9 and then went to a bit 13, and Back Roy, who was all over the shop. So yeah, it wasn't ideal, but I can't fault the lads. Yeah, can't fault them.
Do you feel in any way frustrated? And what I mean by that is, when Oldham scored that brilliant try, which Aldridge ran in and Phoenix started it in the way he does, that was a glimpse of what Oldham are all about, which we just weren't able to see tonight. So it just left me thinking, if only the real Oldham were playing against this Bradford, we would have had a hell of a game.
Well, we definitely found the blueprint how to play against Bradford. Definitely found the blueprint. But it's just doing it consistently. Over the 80 minutes, you just can't have a block of 10 minutes off where you make an error or a penalty, and then or you kick it, wherever, and you kind of like on the back foot then. So yeah, frustrated. Yeah, that's a good word. And yeah, I'm pretty frustrated, but really happy about how the lads went about their business, and they battled it till the end. You know what I mean? You didn't see anyone waving a white flag out there. They just carried on fighting till the end.
And your job as a head coach, well, one of the many jobs as a head coach, is to turn this into a positive and make sure you're better for it, and you learn from it. And without giving away anything that you said in the dressing room, one key little thing you did say was, remember how this feels, because Oldham don't lose at Boundary Park. It's not happened for a couple of years. So how do you go from here to getting back to where you want to be?
Yeah, it's just about dusting yourself down, and hopefully we get some troops back, but for next week, and then we'll just keep working hard about how we fix things with our attack and D. It's just basically working on things all the time, trying to get better and improve. But at least the lads went out there and they played with a smile on their face in the first half. I was really impressed with that. I've not seen Jordan Turner get so excited for a game before in my life. So he had a real good captain's knockout there.
And another positive, and we like to look for positives, a championship debut for Marcus Keane, who was playing here in the Standard Cup for Waterhead 6 days ago. Well, what a night for him. Yeah,
I made up for him and his family. He's been really good, Marcus, and when I asked him, did he want to play, he's like over the moon. So it just shows that, a young lad from Oldham who, probably had the dreams to play for us, and all of a sudden his dreams have come true, and he's just out there and making the most of it. And he didn't look out of place, so, he just did everything I asked of him, so I'm really proud of him.
There's no point asking you about any further injuries, because you won't know yet, but there did seem to be a couple more picked up. I know Gill's got strapping on, Ben Forster came off a couple of times, Craven came off and went back on, so there's certainly more things you're going to have to assess next week.
Yeah, I was...
Oh, Jack Johnson, I didn't even
JJ and Phoenix came off. We were playing with 12 men towards the end there, but yeah, obviously I can't comment on the injuries, but it's just another headache we've got to deal with, and we'll move forward.
One final positive: biggest crowd of the season by far, helped considerably by some brilliant support from Bradford. But how good did that feel? What did you make of the Friday night experience?
I really enjoyed it. I think the lads did as well. They liked Friday night games, and our fans were really vocal as well. I thought it was tremendous. So yeah, it's a good showpiece, isn't it? So, ask Mike.
Cheers, boss.
See you, mate.